Okay, so today I'm going to talk to you about the Yummy Gummy, which is the biotechnology product that I made. Its tagline is good for your tummy. So it's Yummy Gummy, good for your tummy. And that strawberry there is kind of our main spokesperson in a way. So who cares? Well, obesity is at an all-time high in America. And Yale Medical Group just did a study and found that high-calorie snacking is a major cause of childhood obesity. This figure down here at the bottom shows the increasing number of overweight children around the world. This graph includes England, Australia, Germany, Iceland, Scotland, Chile, Japan, and the USA. So it's got quite a wide variety of countries there. As you can see, the top line, the purple top line, is the USA, and it's going up in a linear fashion since this graph was since about 1970, and we exceed all of our neighboring countries, especially if you look near the 2000s, ours starts to go up at an even higher slope. So why should we care about obesity? You know, like what effect does it have besides, you know, maybe you're carrying a little extra weight? Well, it's associated with several health problems such as stroke, high blood pressure, heart attack, cancer, sleep apnea, and angina. Angina is chest pain related to reduced blood flow to the heart, kind of because you have all this weight pressing on your organs. And I chose to define that one just because I had never heard of it before I looked at this paper, and I thought maybe that you might not have heard of it either. If you look on the right here, you can see the future impact of increasing trends of obesity by 2023. So this graph here was adapted from the HSE, and you could see on the far right with the red bar that type 2 diabetes is expected to increase 54% by 2023, which is a ridiculous number. It's going to more than double. High blood pressure, which is the next bar, the like burnt orange color, is supposed to go up by 28%. Heart attack, that orange-yellow sunrise color, is supposed to go up by 18%. Angina is predicted to raise by 12%, and stroke is supposed to go up by 5%, and that is all in the next 8 years. Unbelievable. So we need to really create products and things that we can help reduce this obesity, especially in our children, because our children are our future. So I created Yummy Gummy. What is Yummy Gummy? It's a great tasting, fruit-filled, sour, sweet gummy candy. It's not really a candy, but I'm using a play on words here because it's going to replace candy. It tastes candy and has a satisfying gumminess to it. It's reduced calorie, has no added sugar, no chemically synthesized ingredients. A lot of other candies and gummies and even other food products today have all these ingredients that are added and preservatives that most of us don't even know what they're for. There's going to be no dyes in it. It tastes like candy. It's delicious. It's satisfying. It has that gumminess. It's convenient, prepackaged, easy to just throw in the lunch bag, and it's parent and kid approved. Other fruit snacks and candy, yes, they're convenient. Yes, they're cheap. Yes, our kids like them. But you know what? They're made with little to no fruit. That means no nutritional value, empty calories, and you know what? A lot of calories. A lot of added sugar. Usually, in the ones that I looked at Kellogg's, for example, the very first ingredient in their fruit snacks was high fructose corn syrup, and their second ingredient or third ingredient was usually sugar. So these fruit snacks and things that you're sending off with your children for lunch they're filled with all of these very, very unhealthy things that lead to high-calorie snacking, which is the major cause of childhood obesity. And it's not just fruit snacks, it's other things such as Cheetos, Fritos, sending your kid with a little brownie or a little Debbie. So it's not just fruit snacks. How are we going to create these things? Well, we're going to pick fruit at the peak of ripeness. Just when it turns ripe, it's going to be picked. Then it will be allowed to continue to ripen in our building. When it's at the correct ripeness, so it's super, super sweet but not yet rotten, we put it in a little boiling water and we make a sort of a syrup out of it. And we'll have to strain the seeds, and then we will ferment the syrup. The reason we strain the seeds is because they're really hard to ferment. And then once we ferment the syrup for 3 to 4 days in a dark, cold room, we're going to add the fruit. So we'll add these chunks, these huge chunks of fruit, and ferment them in these jars for another day or two until we reach this soury sort of taste. Every type of fruit will be different. We'll have a different amount of fermentation times, and we'll just decide what is best at the time. Then we're going to cook off the alcohol. We're going to cook them, boil them, test for the amount of alcohol in them, and then we're going to do a series of drying. So these fermented fruits will then be squished, and they'll be laid flat on a food dehydrator. They'll dehydrate until they're like almost gummy, but they're a little bit. Layla, no! They're a little bit liquidy. And then we're gonna take once we finish one layer, then we'll add another layer. These layers are gonna go into the oven and bake until they become that perfect gumminess. We'll cut out fun shapes, we'll package them, and they'll be on their way. So testimonials. Yummy Gummy was tested in 2014 from August to November. Obese children replaced their normal candy with Yummy Gummy. So by normal candy, we mean when they would have fruit snacks in their lunch boxes, or at dinner, on average, they would be replaced with a pack of Yummy Gummy instead. These obese children dropped 5 to 10% of their body weight in just 4 months. Now, 5 to 10% may not seem like a whole lot, but if you got a 100-pound person here that's dropping 10 pounds in 4 months from nothing but changing one little small item a day, it's a huge, huge difference. As Dr. Graves has said, Yummy Gummy is a life-altering product that will change the food industry and children's lives forever. The packaging of Yummy Gummy, there will be individually packaged Yummy Gummies with 8 to 10 gummies per package, and then sold in these tins that you can see here on the right, in boxes of 12 and 24. The tins will not be this ugly, silvery looking color. They will have these little fruits on the bottom here, as kind of to lighten it up, make it really kid-friendly. And then we want to have some health facts on the tin. What? So that when you go to look at the tin and you're looking at it, comparing it to other products, and you think, why should I buy this? Boom, there's a health fact. Exactly why you should buy this very product. I don't know. The nutritional content, there's similar amounts of calories. This one's way cheaper. Boom, health fact, why you should get it. This one has way more nutrition. No added ingredients, no added sugar, no preservatives, nothing. So that's why, and it comes with this reusable tin. We choose to use the fruits themselves as our, as kind of the faces for our Yummy Gummy, because they're healthy. They get kids excited about eating healthy, and we think it's a really good way to kind of kick off this whole health-inspired journey. Investment opportunities. Stock is up 30% in 2013, and in 2014 it raised another 11%. In 2015, as a year, is expected to be even better, so now is the perfect time to invest in Yummy Gummy. As you can see here on the pie chart, we have our large investors with blue. They've donated, or not donated, invested large sums of money. In purple, you have our medium investors, which have invested median amount of money. And then in green, we have our small investors here, normal people, average people that live, make a little bit over minimum wage, have made investments in this project. The red there is our potential investors, investors we are currently talking to, ones that are interested, ones that are going to do it and just haven't filed their paperwork yet, and potentially you. Now I'd like to finish off with a little commercial for Yummy Gummy. Thank you.